Hello, sacred souls. It's Susanna from Alamanic Shaman. What I have here for us tonight is dissolving blocks towards high-tech stuff. So, dissolving any blocks that we have towards using technology, any fears that we have when it comes to technology, any dislike, any phobia. If you identify as a technophobe, then this video is for you. And before we get into that, I'm going to quickly explain again and then also make a quick announcement. But so basically, I'm doing something very simple today. It's instant tea. So instant chai tea latte, but whatever's available if you want to replicate something like this as well. That shall simply dissolve into tea, right? So representing blocks, anything that needs to dissolve. So for those of you who have been following me for a while, a lot of times I use something in the 3D that represents the action or the thing that needs to be done in the 3D, like in the spirit realm, or like that needs to be done energetically. So in this case, dissolving, right? Just like breaking something physically when something like a spell or black magic needs to be broken, or a cycle or something like that, and so on, right? So you get the idea. So we're gonna do that, but before I forget, I want to quickly announce the next Positive Perspective Support Circle will take place on Sunday, October 26th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will post the Zoom link midweek, most likely tomorrow. But I just want to make sure that everything is okay at my end. And I want to thank you for your patience in the meantime. I was without internet for a while, so that was also one of the reasons why I didn't post too much, because I didn't want to use up all my phone data for that, because I use my phone for work as well. So, you know, I was trying to preserve as much as I could. But that also kind of gave everyone a little bit of a break, which I think sometimes we also have to look at when to keep going and when to kind of take a break and just kind of rest and relax and recharge the batteries and so on, right? So anyway, I realized I forgot the spoons, so I don't want to pour the hot water directly into this cup because I don't think that's Pyrex, so I'd rather have a spoon in there to prevent breaking. So give me 1 second or 1 moment. Okay, so here we go. So let's smudge and then we're going to get right to it. Please cleanse, clear, and renew all of our energies and take away anything dark, low vibrational, and unhealed, and transmute it into pure divine essence and return it to the universe for reintegration, and help us fully and completely reconnect to our own inner divinity as well as that all around us. And through that, help us back into oneness with all of creation. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. All right, dear divine higher power of the universe, our higher selves, our higher spirit guides of the light, our ancestors that are in the light, dear Mother Earth, Powers of all four directions, powers of the east, powers of the south, powers of the west, powers of the north, powers of all four elements, air, earth, fire, and water, and all other benevolent powers, forces, spirits, and beings of the universe that are of the light. Please join the ceremony and assist the healings, prayers, and protection with all of your powers. Thank you. Please close the circle of protection around us. Thank you. All right, let us take a moment to give thanks and express our gratitude for all the blessings we experienced today. There were two things that stand out to me when I think about my day. One is that, thank God, I checked the oil of my car when I did, because it was below minimum and it was overdue to refill, which was not a big deal. I just hadn't really realized how much time had gone by since it was last checked. So I quickly dealt with that. No issues there. So thank you for giving me that strong feeling to check it today. And then the other thing was very, very cool. At the end of the day, it was a little bit after midnight, I think, when I gassed up. It was the second time that I went to that one particular gas station where there's an older man with long hair singing at nighttime. He basically just stands next to the nighttime window where people would pay or get something from the attendant, right? And he has his microphone set up and just basically sings songs. He has a really nice voice. He sang beautifully, and it's the second time I saw him there. And both times I felt the urge to give him some money, which I did. And it felt like such a blessing to end a day so beautifully with someone singing. And I don't know, it's hard to kind of put into words sometimes how such small gestures can have such a big impact, right? I just felt really, really blessed. So I want to give thanks for that. And also thank you for the reminder of how sometimes in the most unlikeliest of places and or the most unlikeliest of people that we might not expect it from, let's say, can surprise us in such a beautiful way that, you know, brings our conscious awareness to the beauty of the moment. So yeah, thank you for that. I hope that in the meantime, all of you thought of something or maybe several things to be thankful for, to be grateful for. Now, let us get to the topic, because the one thing that I'm sure I'm not the only one who has sort of this kind of love-hate relationship with technology. Like, on the one hand, it's amazing what can be done with technology. But at the same time, I'd rather be low-tech than high-tech. So I've always had this inner barrier, and yeah, I've been quite a technophobe. So with that being said, for all those of us who are technophobe, let all those, and this one is actually out. Sorry, let me quickly fix that. There. Oops. Didn't realize that candle had burnt out. So So let's slide a new one. I always want to make sure that the element candle is burning. Okay. All right. So let this instant tea be the representation and manifestation of everything that needs to be dissolved, that is blocking or gunking up our energy field, our emotional body, anything within us that is keeping us resistant to technology, that is keeping us blocked, fearful, or otherwise uncomfortable with technology, with using it. Even if we are using it, but we might have limitations that we don't feel overly comfortable crossing or overcoming. So let all those barriers, all those hurdles, all those blocks be dissolved and washed away with the tea that I shall drink after the ceremony. It's a little hot still, but yeah, it's too hot. But let all those inner blocks be dissolved. Actually, the energy already feels more peaceful. Let all that darkness be removed. Let everything flow. Let all the energy flow freely again in all of our chakras and our energy field. And let all the blockages be washed out, washed away, and removed. And I feel like our energy field is being shaken up. Just like as I was shaking our little mini medicine man here, I felt like our energy field was being shaken up. It's like stuff was being moved around again. So those energetic blockages kind of stop the energy flow, right? We can't flow with life if the energy is stagnant and blocked. So that had to get moving again. So take a moment. If you can, shake out your arms and legs and maybe your entire body, your head, everything. Just shake it out. Get everything moving. Oh, that was a good energy shiver. All right. And let us take a deep breath in, breathing in that pure divine essence. And breathe out all remaining darkness and low energies. All right, everyone. That's it for tonight. Let us give massive amounts of love, thanks, gratitude, and blessings to our divine team. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please open the circle of protection around us, but keep us massively safe, shielded, and protected by a 12D shield of golden light with a divine seal of protection. And so it is. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations, all our relations. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, for being a part of the ceremony, and for being on your own healing and ascension journey. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to support the channel further, there's a PayPal link down below. And of course, one more time, the reminder that the Positive Perspective Support Circle will be happening this coming Sunday, October 26th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will post the Zoom link on the Facebook page, Alamanic Shaman, midweek, so most likely tomorrow. And I will hopefully see a bunch of you there. And if not, or either way, in the meantime, I'm sending you all tons of love, light, and blessings. Be well until next time, and I wish you great abundance. May truth and integrity always be with you. Bye for now.